Hello and welcome to the Looking for an Ant podcast with your hosts Joshua and Jonathan. In this episode, we're
We
talking
talk
about.
about.
We fucked that up.
You really fucked that up.
Yeah, sorry. I'm hearing the thing in the background. An update to the Rockstar cheating policy.
Free Origin Games, Hack Scare.
BlizzCon.
The launch of Jedi Fallen Order and Death Stranding.
Half-Life 3.
The announcement of Tesla's Cybertruck.
Shroud leaving Twitch.
The flop of Google Stadia.
Rainbow. The damage system rework for Rainbow Six Siege.
The launch of Modern Warfare.
And then to round it off, we're gonna do a discussion, multiplayer versus.
Single player games.
All right. So sorry about the weird beginning. We had this scripted, but then we fucked up. This is something new we're doing, and
Josh them.
I'm hearing this in the background. No. So I was hearing the timer cycling. It was fucking me up. I'm like,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
that's
that
kind of
makes-
weird. But then we're already live. Like, and then, the audio for me is so fucking quiet. Anyway, we're good. It's fine now. Before we start, make sure you guys like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to be just do exclamation mark plugs, and you guys should be fine. All right, so I'm the update on the Rockstar training policy. This came. This is a bit old. This news is a little bit old. But pretty much the main thing is gonna be. Okay, so it says here. So the question is, can a Rockstar Games social club account be banned for abusing glitches or other in-game exploits? Yes. Yada yada yada. Da 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 da. However, they mention talking about it, so like promoting it, can also get you banned. This is probably due to being into the their new launch of RDO2 on PC, because they don't want people to hack in that game. I don't know.
And then they did mention in towards the end it does say some accounts may be corrected rather than suspended, which removes a legitimate gained cash, rank, property, or inventory.
Yeah, so I don't know how, like, this was like sometime last month. This was literally like about a month ago. But if I don't, it has to do we know about anyone actually being affected by this? Because I haven't been affected by this at all.
No idea.
All right. Okay, next thing is we're both gonna take over.
Yeah, I think we can talk about the
Hack Scare.
Origin.
Origin players had.
So EA sent out a email congratulating anybody that did two-factor authentication last month. So it's closed now, but they actually sent out an email congratulating anybody. Hey, congratulations! You are receiving a free month of Origin Basic. That's basically the gist of what they sent, and they didn't word it very good. I think it may have been more of like a "Is this you?" type thing.
Well, no, it was literally just what you said. But the thing is, people were afraid that someone hacked their accounts.
Yeah, somebody thought.
They didn't say, "Oh, you got this for free." They're just like, "Oh, thank you for getting Origin Basic."
Yeah, it may have been thank you for purchasing Origin Basic, because I think EA actually purchased it for them on the account.
So just the way it was worded was very weird.
The automated system sent that out, and it basically fucked up everybody that received it, just because people thought their accounts were hacked and people are buying stuff off of their accounts, which turned out that Origin was not hacked at all. And it was just people just messed up.
All right. So next on the list is gonna be BlizzCon and all the news. And then remember, all this news is old, so you guys probably already know this. Oh my god, it's really fucking me up. It's just I can hear. All right. So. All right. So you want to take away at the beginning of the article?
Yeah.
So their apology. Then I'll do the games.
The opening statement. This was the very beginning of BlizzCon. This was before the keynote, before everything. The president and CEO of Blizzard, J. Allen Brack, came to the stage, and ahead of the final countdown that traditionally begins each keynote, to formally apologize for his company's actions. He stated, "I am sorry and I accept accountability. What corrected is what exactly is our purpose? BlizzCon is demonstrating it as we speak. We inspire to bring the world together in an epic entertainment. In epic entertainment, I truly believe in the positive power of video games. He didn't actually mention any reducing of Blitzchung's suspension, which was the apology was about Hong Kong and Blitzchung's suspension of because he spoke out against the protests in Hong Kong, which are still continuing to this day. But so that's what he had to say. You can continue, Josh.
Okay, next are the releases. Holy shit, we got Diablo 4. Now, I'm not a Diablo fan, but apparently this is probably like a really big deal because last year they're
Diablo
like,
4
oh,
just
Diablo
got
Immortal.
announced.
You know, so I assume this is a big deal for Blizzard fans. There's a video, but I haven't watched the video to be honest with you. It says the big announcement. It says the biggest announcements thus far was the big reveal of Diablo 4. I can't say that word, and yeah, it also include a first-player combat zone.
Action roleplay player. Isometric action role-playing game.
It's pretty much just like Diablo 3.
3, yeah. Except
but it says it will also include player versus combat zones. So I don't know if they had that last time because I don't really fuck with Diablo.
Maybe.
But the stated goal was to make Igoria more sinister and experienced. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's gonna be like it's gonna be more gory. All right.
I think it's gonna be more brought back to its roots because I think Diablo 3 was less of that and more of like.
So
pretty and fun.
and then we got WoW Shadowlands expansion. You know, that's just expansions.
WoW's continuing to be WoW.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail of this because we don't know that much about any of this. Hearthstone is getting a auto battler mode, so it sounds like just auto battler. It sounds like it's like a bot mode. I don't know. It's an expansion, so I'm probably wrong. It's called Descent Dragons. So yeah, I'm wrong. It's like a story. I'm just gonna read these off. I don't know. We need to hurry this up because we have a lot to go over.
It's called Battlegrounds.
Guys. So this is what I'm excited for. Overwatch 2. No,
yes.
This is weird, right? Because Overwatch to me seems like a game that doesn't.
What the hell is Overwatch 2?
Okay, so to me, Overwatch as a game doesn't seem like a game that needs to have a second one. It's like having a Rainbow Six 2. You don't have that because it's just or like a TF. Well, okay, I'm dumb. Team Fortress has the 2. Whatever. That's not the point.
But this is the thing. Overwatch 2 is not a new game, and like it's not a new game in their site, and they're closing down Overwatch.
Wait, hold on. It's not. I thought it was a whole new game. It says Overwatch 2 is real and will include a long-range story mode. At least 32 heroes will launch with the game, and all 31 existing characters will get a completely new look from the sequel. So it's a new game, Jonathan.
But this is where things get a little dicey. Whatever his name, the head of Overwatch, Jeff Kaplan. He went on. He said that if you have Overwatch, you can update the game. Not now, but probably when Overwatch 2 comes out. And I'm assuming it's gonna add the characters in. So the new characters that are gonna come out with Overwatch 2.
Is it gonna be kind of like Mortal Kombat X and XL?
I don't know about that
because Mortal Kombat X was like, oh, we got all this, the XL is just like it's the better version. Woo!
It looks like it's what's probably gonna happen is Overwatch 2 is gonna have the single player more PvE stuff, and it's probably gonna have the new looks for the characters. So all of your favorite. So
what does that
Overwatch
mean? New
heroes,
looks for characters because they look the same.
They're they're gonna get like Tracer or see whatever her name is, Mercy. See Mercy in the back.
Oh no, I don't. I'm looking at the video.
Okay, that's a different look. If you, is it towards the end of it? Yeah, towards the end of the video, it does. Now, it does look the same on the cinematic trailer, but in game it looks very different.
Right. Well, we will see when it comes out. Actually, yeah, the ninja dude looks different too.
Yeah, so they're gonna get there. I don't think it's gonna be like it's basically just gonna be an enhanced version of Overwatch.
Like, if I can buy Overwatch 1 and get Overwatch 2, that'd be fantastic. 'Cause I want to get Overwatch 2. Overwatch for PC on
I think
Christmas.
I
That's
think if you
awesome.
get Overwatch 2, you don't have to get Overwatch.
Well, hopefully. I wonder how that'll affect sales. Alright,
Because from
next.
what yeah, I don't know. Because I wonder how that affects sales. Because that's gonna be very
Yeah.
strange on the way they're
Like, is it gonna
saying
be
it.
like how much it is now? Like $25? Like, because honestly, it doesn't make sense.
If
Why
Overwatch
you'd
2
pay?
is
It
30,
doesn't make sense why you'd pay $60 for a game that's pretty much the same game you already have, just with the story mode content. So I agree with you. It's probably gonna be. Yeah, I think right now you get, hell, Christmas you can get like half off. You can probably get $15 on Christmas, dude.
yeah, I mean, Siege is on sale, by the way, everyone.
Yeah,
So
Siege. We're gonna talk about Siege later on, obviously, because you guys
yep,
already
but
know that. But
yeah,
yeah, all
that'll
right.
be later on. But Siege is on sale.
Boom! So, by the way, we get our most of our viewers from YouTube. I didn't know if you knew that. So shout out to
Yeah,
me. Shout out to my YouTube viewers. Hey, how you guys doing?
yeah.
The whole
Sorry.
7 of you. If you guys make it this far, comment. I love you. All right, cool, awesome.
No,
Um,
just no comment. I love the beach.
I love the beach. You love the beach. You guys love the beach. You guys love the beach. So we're trying to stall because we can't take too long. So we have a lot on the list. All right, continuing. Jonathan, what is next on the
All right,
list?
Jedi Fallen Order and Death Stranding were launched this month. I actually have Jedi Fallen Order. I am going to get Death Stranding for Christmas.
He's in a single player game. I don't like single player games.
I love single player games. Josh hates single player games. Or
I don't
doesn't
hate
care for
hate them, but like I don't want to pay $60 for a
Okay.
single player game just to play once and that's it. We'll go over
I'm
that
gonna-
later. We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
continue.
touch on Jedi Fallen Order, and then I want to get a little more depth on Death Stranding. With Jedi Fallen Order, it looks like it's a decent game. It has an 81 Metacritic score and an 8.1, so basically the same thing for user score. So it across the board, it's above average game, but it's pretty. It's about average in terms of what's been coming out recently. Now, I want to talk about Death Stranding because Death Stranding has an 83 Metacritic score and a 5.5 user score.
Can we back up for a
So
second? I thought you said you hated Jedi Fallen Order.
I don't like it. Like
It looks
I get,
cool. Like if I had to pick
have-
Death Stranding or Jedi Fallen Order, I would pick Jedi Fallen Order. So
Right.
I
I've
miss
had-
the old school like story mode,
Yeah.
Jedi games. That you said.
Oh, yeah.
It was I forgot what it was, but it was for like a PS3 or PS2 game. And, like you were this evil guy, and I forgot the name of it.
Oh,
Return of the Sith
Star
or
Unleashed.
Unleashed. Yeah, that one. I love
The
that
Unleashed
game.
games.
I love that. I love one of those. I forgot what game it was.
Yeah, it's a lot less action. It's more dumbed down. It's like the best way I can say it is,
it's like
you know how,
Uncharted. If
No.
Uncharted was a
No.
Star Wars game.
actually, I'm gonna go with a different analogy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with, you know how the original God of War games were that super action,
Totally.
heavy hitting, and then the new one is more
100%.
dumbed down.
100%. I totally know.
That's
any-
exactly what Jedi Fallen
those
Order
things
is.
are custom.
Jedi
I
Fallen
don't-
Order is the Force Unleashed, but just like God of War.
Right,
the new one.
I was being sarcastic, really. I know nothing about the older.
That's
God of War
fine, but it
games.
is.
Okay.
It basically is.
All right. Continue
But
with
I
Death
wanted,
Stranding.
I wanted to mention Death Stranding because Death Stranding is something that a lot of people are going to either love or hate. I personally believe I will love the game just because I want something that I can just chill out, just walk, listen to a podcast, and just relax and play the video game. A lot of people want action stuff. The critic scores are really good. A lot of them are 90s, 80s, and 100s. Some people, I think it's a lot of just either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it because of the walking. It is a walking simulator. It is not a action adventure game. It is a walking simulator. That's the best way I can say it. You're gonna either love how you can navigate and circumvent the mountains and the terrain with vehicles and rope and ladder and everything like that, or you're gonna hate and think, oh my god, I'm doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. So I think that's really where the biggest deficit is, and Kojima's being Kojima again. He's being I don't care what the hell you say and you think that this game is trash, but I am the Lord and I will tell you what you will enjoy. And that's what he says.
You're gonna hate me for forgetting this. I forgot to start the stopwatch, so I'm probably not gonna add what we were
I already
talking
did.
about before. Oh, you did?
Oh.
Have you been lapping it?
No, well, I didn't have a stopwatch. I have a timer, but
Don't,
okay.
don't worry about it. Don't worry. But I'll do it next episode.
That's fine.
Well, we're talking about having little timestamps of the video, but we'll do the next episode because I'm a dumbass. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Next
let's
on the
talk
list.
about Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3. I don't know much about Half-Life 3, but I've seen the cinematic trailer, and oh my god, it looks fucking amazing. If I had a VR, I would totally get it. Now, I have Half-Life 1 and 2, which I might stream on the channel just in honor of Half-Life 3. So
now, it seems like
so
it's
technically not Half-Life 3. Technically, it's called Half-Life Alyx.
Alex, yeah.
Alex, yeah.
Alex.
It's a weird way to spell Alex. I mean, I don't know much about the lore or anything of the Half-Life games, but it says here, 2 years 9 months after announcing it, it would build 3 full. Wait, what am I'm reading something else. No wait, this isn't. This is worded weirdly. Okay.
Okay, so
Give me a
it's
second.
according to this, this is the Verge,
Okay,
by
so,
the way.
so this is the first game in well over a decade.
Yes, and it's
I'm gonna read it.
apparently to Valve, it's a full-length flagship game. That's according to Valve. So take that as you will.
This is why I don't like Verge articles. They're not like. This is oddly put. Like all of this is just
Yeah,
hard
it
to
is.
dumb
But
down.
oh well. Let's just put it this way. It's gonna be something that it's rumored for March 2020.
I was about to say, yeah,
date,
they're made for March 2020.
but we're probably never gonna know until it comes out because Valve would just be like, "Hi, it's out, so go get it."
It says, or if you want to be potentially spoiled, Ars Technica claims to have sources confirming that Alex will turn out to be a Half-Life 2's prequel with the magnetic gloves for you to wield. So that's what I saw in the trailer. It seemed pretty cool, and honestly, the story itself makes me want to dive back into 1 and 2. I see back into like I've played the games before. I haven't. But it seems like a cool story. I haven't really touched up much on it, but you know, we'll probably do it on stream, and we could do that together.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Yeah.
Cycle back
okay.
into the Tesla Cybertruck. Oh my god,
So-
affordable. Let's go.
It's all right. Now this is from Tesla's website, which is like Tesla has it up for pre-order right now.
It actually looks really
Um,
fucking cool. I'm looking at it, and it looks
it
it looks something out of the future, dude.
It
And like
looks
the
something-
the name's so fucking badass. Cybertruck. Like,
If you
yo,
literally-
what?
Literally, if you think of, I want you to put the link in just because it's really hard to describe, but
I'll just put
I
it. I'll
mean-
just yeah, okay.
when you think about the future, you see this driving around like all the time in like a super post-apocalyptic world because it looks awesome. And now this
Better
is not
utility
up
than a
for
truck
pre-order.
with more performance than a sports car. Yo, what?
is-
That is a wide claim for something that at
Oh,
this
no.
price.
Oh no, they put it up against a Porsche 110, I think, something like that. They put it up against a Porsche, and it beat the Porsche, and then they put it up against a Ford F-150 in a tug of war contest, and it dominated that.
Jonathan, and why don't you tell them how much it is?
It is 149.9 for the mid-range version. That's the 4-engine, or that's the 4-drive, and it has a pretty
149.99. Is that what you said?
49.9.
All right, 49. Okay, yeah. So it says right here the Cinema Rural Drive is $39,900. $39,900. The dual motor all-wheel drive is $50. I'm just gonna say $50,000.
Okay, so
and,
50.
and then the tri-motor all-wheel drive is $70. And
So-
you get a self-driving option for $7,000 Dude,
Which
this
is-
car looks pretty fucking cool for the price. Like you're
It's just-
saying, it beats the Porsche speed, and it's a fucking Tesla. It's $40,000. I don't think you guys understand, right? $40,000 is about much you can get for a brand new truck, and this
Yeah.
is a truck for $40,000. It's Tesla,
And it's a Tesla, and you're getting all of the amenities of the Tesla.
and admit the insurance on this would be like not that bad.
It wouldn't be that bad. I'm gonna talk about the base one. So this is the 39.9.
Okay, the
So
single
the
motor.
40,000.
But let's see.
It goes to 30 to 60 in. It goes to 30 or to 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. It has a 250 plus miles range. It's a rear wheel drive.
Or is it's automatic?
It has 100 feet cubed for the, or 100 feet cubed. The vault length is 6.5 feet, so that's, I believe, top to bottom. Towing capacity is 750 plus pounds, or 7,500 plus pounds. Autopilot is standard. The adaptive control suspension is standard. Ground clearance is up to 16 inches. Approach angle is 35 degrees. Departure angle is 28 degrees. If that means anything to you, go ahead.
And so it says here, so due today, if you were want, you know, you'd pay $100. It says fully refundable. You will be able to complete your configuration as production nears in late 2021. 2021, bro. Tri-motor elbow drive production is expected to begin late 2022. That
Yes.
is 3 years away. But
Mhm.
oh my god, this truck looks phenomenal, and I honestly think it'd be worth.
And it's, I mean, now full self-driving basically means that it's gonna drive by itself anywhere.
No, yeah,
Autopilot,
but
the
yeah,
way autopilot is, which comes standard on this, basically means that you set it basically is cruise control with steering. So you put it on a set speed, you hit go, it'll keep that speed and it'll stay in the lane on like an auto freeway, and it won't hit something if something is in front of it. So, but full self-driving basically means you press where you want to go and it'll take you automatically.
I'm trying
You
to
don't
read
have to
in
do
here.
any input.
It says, I guess they did like some kind of glass test on it.
Oh yeah, okay, so apparently it's gonna have impact resistant glass. Basically means it won't shatter, which
so
it didn't.
So it is built for the fucking apocalypse.
Oh yeah, no, and even if you could see, like, it failed, I guess, technically, but it didn't actually, because if you could see, it didn't go through. The ball didn't go through. It's basically like bulletproof. Like if you shot bulletproof glass, that's exactly what bulletproof glass would do to the windows.
So you're saying it's zombie proof?
Yeah, I mean this thing is this thing's fucking built for the apocalypse. I mean, it is. Yes.
100%. It's affordable
Now-
too, which I think is kind of important. It's not like a bajillion dollars. It's affordable for the average car
Yeah.
enthusiast.
The single motor, I'm just gonna do top like 0 to 60 real quick. The single motor is 6.5 seconds. The dual motor is 4.5 seconds, and the tri-motor is 2.9 seconds. That's 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds.
Anyway, it's gonna be an amazing automobile. We need to go to the next one. We can't stay too long on that topic.
Let's continue.
We have.
Shroud's leaving.
Okay. Before
Twitch.
we need to also mention this article I haven't clicked on yet. Ooh. Okay, it's just everything we talked about. Okay,
It's everything.
but we looked up the insurance. Theoretically, the insurance won't be ridiculous, but $2,000 a
No.
year
It'll be about the same as a normal
as
car.
like an Explorer or something.
Explorer,
No,
yeah.
that's what the internet said. It could be wrong. That's speculation.
Yeah, and it depends on your
Shroud
area,
leaving Twitch. Yeah, and your history.
region, and your
Anyway,
yeah.
All right, so should I leaving Twitch for Mixer? Now, I think
Oh,
this.
I forgot to mention with the car. They hit it with sledgehammer and didn't even make a dent.
Yeah, so it's a durable car.
It's built for the apocalypse.
Now he let Shroud left
Shroud's
Twitch for
leaving
Mixer.
Twitch.
I think so. You know, Ninja left him already, and it's not just Mixer doing this. You guys need to remember, Facebook has also done it. I forgot with who. There was a guy.
Some rapper, a rapper.
It was a rapper. I don't know. There
Yeah, it
was. You sure it's a rapper? There. Anyway, there was some fucking streamer that Facebook's like, hey man, you want to come stream on our platform? We'll give you money. And guess what he did? He left. Facebook's a terrible platform to stream on. By the way, I fucking hate it. He's not. The guy isn't that big. He wasn't uber big. But they still paid him. I guess. But I think this is kind of, it puts streamers in a weird spot, right? Because obviously Twitch is the defined platform for streaming and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But if you're paid literally to live, comfortably for the rest of your life, just to move platforms, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about it, right? Because, and this is my opinion, just because of popular streamers on your platform doesn't make the platform good. For example, if Shroud moved to Facebook, no one's gonna fucking watch Shroud because the Facebook platform's fucking garbage for streaming. Mixer is better than Facebook, but I mean, shit,
Twitch.
Twitch is the defined platform. Twitch already has your little bits built in. It's easier for the streamers to make money. Like, come on, guys, it's so much better than all this other shit. But yeah, it's just all these companies trying to pay people to stream on their platform. Essentially, which it does help with their market value and all this other shit. But
okay,
not many people. They're going to lose followers. I 100% guarantee they are going to lose followers, regardless.
Oh, easily.
But they're just doing it for the money, and I have to respect that. If you're getting $10 million, you can live comfortably for the rest of your life. That's probably much as you're gonna make streaming career. As long as you can still stream, I don't see why you wouldn't take it. And that's the part. And if it's like someone pays you $20 million to help do something you wouldn't usually do, you do it anyway. It may affect you, but you have the $20 million. That's
now, I do want to mention this. So now Ninja and Shroud combined on Mixer is about 25% of the total Mixer streamers. The viewers, the total viewers on the platform. It's about 25% with both of them combined.
I can 100% see that.
Now, the number of live viewers between Twitch and Mixer isn't even comparable. Twitch has 96.4% more viewers than Mixer.
See, I think the reason people stream on these smaller platforms is because there's not many people actually on the platforms, so like it's easier for their shit to get seen. But there's less amount of people. That's why it's easier for people to pick your shit.
Now, I do want to mention this. It's not really doing that great for Mixer. Like, Mixer's not really benefiting this from really, because the number of live streams isn't compared, the number of viewers isn't close to being compared, and I mean, I feel like Mixer isn't gaining a lot from this. Ninja has 2 million. Ninja has 2,639,000 2.6 million viewers. I'm just gonna say that. Has 2.6 million viewers on Mixer, and how many did he have on Twitch? Like 10 million?
I don't know. It's a lot. Yeah, he was fucking top of the fucking Fortnite page.
I mean, it was a lot.
So
like his total followers was a lot.
Exactly. So
it's
a rocky thing. We don't know. Honestly, Mixer might be bigger, become big, but it's not going to outshine Twitch. But here's the thing, I haven't heard anything about Twitch paying. Huh?
Lorax is in here.
What are you talking about?
Viewer.
Wait, really? It's not showing for me.
That's okay.
I don't know what you're seeing. You okay,
I
Jonathan?
did. Yeah, I can see the users in chat, so.
Oh, okay. I don't see anything.
Or he was in here.
I don't know. Anyway, it's a rocky slope. You know, Mixer
It's
is
benefiting. It's benefiting the streamers a lot, like
Oh
20
yeah,
times
definitely.
more.
But here's
than
the
the
thing: Twitch
platform.
was always, built. Anyone can stream on their platform. Mixer. I mean, it's like that for everything essentially. But I don't know. It's just Twitch is becoming like a big, over the years, Twitch has been for the bigger guys.
All right, let's
That's all
talk
that really
about
confused.
Google Stadia.
All right.
So, I'm gonna start with the actual games that are going to be in Google Stadia. This is the games list, from their website, and I'm just gonna read them. Like all. Do you want me to read them all out, or just the big ones? I'll read the big ones.
All right.
Stuff that we actually care about.
Mhm.
So Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Attack on Titan 2, Final Battle, Baldur's Gate 3, Borderlands 3, Cyberpunk 2077, the Destiny 2 the collection, Doom Eternal, Farming Simulator 19 Platinum Edition, Final Fantasy 4. Is it 14 or 16? I don't know. I can't read the Roman numerals. 15. Final Fantasy 15. Football Manager 2020. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Gods and Monsters. Just Dance 2020. Marvel's Avengers is going to be coming out. Metro Exodus. Mortal Kombat 11. NBA 2K20. Rage 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Basically all of the Tomb Raiders.
So here's the thing. We're gonna back
Super
up because that's a lot. Just back up there.
Oh, also Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Why are they a flop, Jonathan?
Because 99% of these games aren't even on the platform right now.
And the ones that are play very, very, very terribly.
They suck.
The graphics suck, frame rate sucks, it just sucks. Everything sucks. And also, I was reading something. Apparently, their controllers are gender neutral.
Wait, what?
Apparently, their controllers are gender neutral.
How now?
Don't ask the callers, I
Okay.
guess, because there
it's white.
hasn't been such thing as a white, avocado green or a black controller ever, and it's not like
Sure.
PlayStation 4, Xbox has various controllers, colors throughout the years. I don't know. I need to know one thing though. I still really need to take a dump, and we need to I need to hold it. That sucks. Next is pretty simple right here. Rainbow Six Damage System rework. They're changing how that works in the game. Jonathan, can you take it away?
Okay. So now they're adding bullet penetration to the body. Basically, that's the easiest way I can say it. So, there are certain weapons that will not have bullet penetration. That is mainly the shotguns, which are except the Bosch G and the other. I don't know. Whatever. There's most of the shotguns and machine pistols. That's no penetration whatsoever. So any limbs. So this is basically whenever you say, "I swear I headshot him." Sometimes like an arm or like an arm will get in the way, so it won't actually register as a headshot. Simple penetration, which basically I would assume means it reduces damage. That's gonna be the assault rifles, submachine guns, light machine guns, pistols, and revolvers.
The pictures show me the no penetration. It's like doesn't go through your hand. Simple
Limbs.
penetration goes through the hand, hit and
And
that's
stops.
it. Yeah.
No penetration doesn't do just you'll get like arm damage.
Yeah,
or,
and then
or
simple
hand damage.
penetration, it goes through your hand to the head, and then full penetration is
Right through. Like if you get a headshot and somebody's lined up right behind it, it'll go through both
alright.
of them.
So no penetration is gonna be shotguns and all the machine pistols, Assault rifles are going to be the simple penetration, submachine guns,
Machine
and
guns, like
pistols.
I was
And
going
then
through
full
it.
You're too slow. We need to hurry this up.
Fine.
Remember, we have so much to go through.
We
And
don't need to.
full penetration is all the marksman rifles and the snipers in the game. I think this is going to be quite a buff for the marksman rifles and the snipers, especially because the marksman rifles and snipers aren't the best
I doubt
right now in this moment. I'm pretty sure it will help at least a very little bit,
A
because
little bit.
it'll help. Jonathan, it'll help.
And I think it'll just overall improve the consistency of headshots and things like that.
And
because,
it'll give you another reason to pick a marksman rifles and sniper rifles.
well, it'll just basically just make everyone rage less because you'll probably get a lot more headshots now.
Yeah, it's realistic in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's realistic.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
That's good.
Do you want to talk about Modern Warfare? So, I'll start off, I guess, with the single player.
Okay, and then we'll go multiplayer. Oh,
And then you can
we're
go
already
multiplayer.
about. God damn. We're going
We
a little
still-
too quickly, my dude. But it's fine. We that.
Well, I said slow it down.
Well, I know, but I need to take a fucking dump. And remember, like the last one's gonna take us probably the longest.
Yeah, I know. But okay. So Modern Warfare single player is, I would say, is the best single player that I've seen and or played so far in a Call of Duty game. It's pretty realistic. I'm not gonna say it's very realistic because it's not. There's a lot of stuff that they really don't know how to do correctly. And I guess a lot of the stuff, if you were a Spec Ops guy and you implemented those tactics, you actually probably could do pretty. You probably do really good in the game, especially in the clean house, mission, with doing PI searches and things like that. It's military stuff. And I mean, it's a fun campaign. It's 6 hours, I believe, 6.5 hours, something like that. So it's not too long. I would say it's a decent Call of Duty single player. I would like it to be longer. I mean, if they made a full single player Call of Duty Modern Warfare game, nudge, wink, wink, that would actually probably be really cool. Even if it was like $30 and wasn't that too long, but if they did something like with the polish of what we saw, that would be really, really cool. It didn't seem all too surprising. There's a couple of things with the endings and things like that that do build up in terms of, because this is a reboot of the Modern Warfare franchise in terms of the single player, that they're building the story up again. It's very, very sensitive, I guess you could say, to certain areas of regions. Russia and the Middle East, it does a lot of Middle East warfare. It talks about it touches on a lot of the themes of realistic modern warfare. I mean, these are what the men and women of our armed forces are going through every day with suicide bombers and women picking up guns and shooting, and children.
Are you saying women can't shoot weapons? Are you
No,
are you being
but-
sexist, Jonathan?
Realistically, like
Oh, it's sexist confirmed, guys.
in like, for the longest time, it was protect the women and children, don't kill them, they're fine. And now it's make sure you don't bat an eye to the women and children because they can kill you.
Let's talk about multiplayer.
I know you. I just wanted to talk about. There's a lot of themes that are dark. There's a lot of dark themes. There's-
I've seen one where like you get blown up by fucking the guy. You're trying to like just if you. I even told John about this. It was funny. John's colorblind, and the guy, the girl I guess that's with you walks you through it, and she's like, cut the green wire or whatever, and if you're colorblind, you can't. Like,
There was a
where's the
streamer
green wire?
There
I know
was
there's a streamer that,
actually,
yeah, I know
but
that's what I'm referring to.
but
And
it does
it
tell you the
literally
color.
it literally blows you up.
But it does tell you the color.
I know, but like if there's 3, 4, 5 different colors, Jonathan, like literally, like you can cut from like 6, 7, or 8 different locations on that damn thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it literally blows you up, and there's also like one like where you have to shoot a girl or some shit. It's very, very.
That's part of Clean House. It's
Yeah.
there's a mother, I would assume, or just a girl. She's being held hostage, quote unquote, by a guy. You can kill the guy, and if you kill the guy, then she'll run under the bed and get a gun and start shooting at you.
Mhm.
And then there's also in that later on in that same mission, you enter an attic and there's a woman that like basically pleading, quote unquote, for help. And as you get closer to her, she starts backing up onto a table, and you can see that there's a detonator in her hand when you shoot her. Because Captain Price or you will shoot her. That's something. There's a mission involving you playing as a child during a raid in a village.
Don't take all the good spicy bits away, Jonathan. I haven't played the game yet. Jeez.
I know, but I'm just mentioning some of the darker tones. This isn't part of the story, but it does happen. You will see a hanging.
Oh, hell, you see that in RDR? Get something more gruesome. We saw that on the fucking Logan. Or Jake Paul movie,
you play as a police officer, undercover police officer. And they're not part of Spetsnaz or SAS, but you play as him, and the first mission you play as him, you actually end up getting into firefights with terrorists, and there's multiple suicide bombers that will blow like teammates up in front of you. In that towards the end of that mission, I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but Captain Price does something that may, for some people, be very hurtful, involving a suicide vest or a bomb vest.
You're taking all the good bits away, Jonathan.
Well, I mean, do you want me to say it?
Nah, I think you should stop because you're taking away all the good spicy single player stuff. I'm gonna explore. Let's talk about the multiplayer of the game. So we've known them in the past, the developers, to be like, hey, there's gonna be absolutely no loot boxes in the game that affects anything in existence. But Bethesda's done it. Treyarch and all of them done it. And then they added the loot boxes, the pay to win shit. After like a few months after, they let all the reviews seek in. They're like, oh yeah, good game, bro, awesome. And they're like, oh hey, loot box. That's what I'm afraid of this game, right? They said, oh, we're not gonna need loot boxes, no pay to win shit. But in the code, guess what there was? Loot boxes. The beta,
that was in
loot boxes.
Black Ops 4 did that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm referring to, Jonathan.
Towards January. Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, it's whatever, Jonathan. I forgot what game it was. Shut up.
Just call out Black Ops 4.
Fuck Black Ops 4. I literally have the game. I have to open it. Anyway.
I know.
So, yeah. So that's kind of like a, And then you have the PS4 exclusivity thing. The survival still kind of pissing me off. A year, like, piss off, guys. If it lasts longer than a year,
It's not.
But let's hope it is, because it looks pretty fucking cool. But I don't think it is. And then camper has been an issue. The way the map designed, it's not designed in the three-way aspect. It's designed like I used to, the old school way. So I honestly prefer. However, camping has been a massive issue in multiplayer. Leading into multiplayer.
And that's due to the TTK is
Time to kill 2 is very realistic.
Yeah,
it's like
low.
Rainbow Six, which I do like that actually, because now I don't have to shoot a guy 50 fucking times and to kill him, which is a lot better in my opinion. I haven't played it,
but that's
the
why
sound of
campers
it
is so powerful.
Exactly that too. All right, then let's round it off. This has actually been a lot quicker than I thought, but this is gonna be a long discussion outright, so we should have a lot of time for this. Last but not least, we're talking about multiplayer versus single player games. All right, so I'm gonna say my take first. Multiplayer games are essentially multiplayer games. They're replayable. You can play them as much as you want and never get bored of them. They are meant to play with friends and therefore are more funner with friends. You don't stay cooped up in a room playing by yourself, and that's it. You don't play a game for 6, 7, 8 hours, and that's it. That's all the game is, because it's not a single player game. Multiplayer games are meant to play with friends, and they could be played many, many times over. Thousands of hours can be logged into a multiplayer game. Now, single player games, the only replayability factor are really is speedrunners or people trying to get 100% on those games. However, you're going to get a lot more use of multiple games than single player games. And this is my rationale, right? You can look up a YouTube video, and look up, like, watch the whole single player game playthrough or cutscenes or what have you. And pretty much you can watch the cutscenes and get the gist of the missions. So it's like, so happened with me in Watch Dogs 2. I pretty much watched the cinematic trailer, not the cinematic trailer, I'm dumb. All the cutscenes for Watch Dogs 2, and then I'm like, I don't want to Watch Dogs 2. With multiplayer games, it's different. You don't get the joy of playing the game as much with multiplayer games, because you can watch the guy play it all you want, but you don't know how it feels to get that awesome one tap or to get that five ace, how it feels to kill that one guy because you haven't done it. Single player games, it's like, oh, do fucking do it. It's single player games. You just watch someone do it and you're fine.
Okay.
And that's why, Let's Players are popular because that's what they do pretty much.
No,
Which
I'm
isn't
gonna
bad,
say
but,
I'm gonna say more of a.
And I wouldn't. There's one more thing I want to mention. The pricing, right? If single player games for like $30 or something, you know what, cheap? Alright, cool. They're at $60 as much as multiplayer games. But games like Call of Duty are special. They have both aspects in it. They have single player and multiplayer. But games that are only strictly single player, I think, I wouldn't pay $60 just to play 8 hours of a game and that's it. I want to play that $60 to like a multiplayer game I'm gonna spend hours and hours and hours on. Good.
Can I say my
joy
opinion
out
now?
of it. And yes, you can.
Because first of all, you're wrong. Single player games are not 8 hours.
It depends how long.
Call
the
of
game
Duty
is.
games, Call of Duty single player are
Jonathan,
8
didn't
hours.
you just fucking
because
say
they're
no?
splitting-
Didn't you just say Jedi Fallen Order was like it was like an 8 hour long game?
No, I didn't.
How long
I said
is
that
it?
was Call of Duty.
How
I
long,
said
how,
8
how
hours.
long and how long is Jedi Fallen Order?
I don't know.
Probably around 8 hours, Jonathan.
I can Google it if you want.
Google it right now, and it will prove it to you. Like, it's literally story mode games, and it's not no hit on the developers, right? Because they put a lot of effort in those most of the time. But it's just you can't.
Death Stranding's 60+ hours.
For some
That's
reason,
just
I find that's fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, and Death Stranding's
No, it's not.
Death Stranding's fucking dragged out though. There's like a lot of bad fucking reviews about it. It's so fucking boring and dragged out. You're gonna play a game for
Okay.
60 hours, fucking boring and dragged out.
Listen.
There's some games like the Elder Scrolls shit and stuff like that. It's different. There's 20 bajillion quests. It's fine. Like games like Legend of the Wild, it's open world. You can do shit. But games that are super fucking linear and single player, just so
25 hours
fucking
long.
boring. 24 hours. 25 for what?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. That shit you're reading off right now, most people like complete the game 100%, because I fucking guarantee you that it does not take 25 hours to beat the game just normally. I bet you could beat. And speedrunners, you would fucking do it, right? Speedrunners,
Okay,
you could fucking
speed
beat,
hours-
You could fucking beat GTA in like 6, 7, 8 hours. Like, it's not, you can 100% run it in like 10. That's a lot of fucking time, but you gotta remember, most people are just playing for, probably not 10, because, those are speedruns. But we can give it like a healthy 13, 14 hours, and that's it. That's GTA. That's a single player game. There's multiple others, but that is one.
Okay.
That's
No,
an
it's
example.
17 hours. It has 17 hours long, or perhaps it's our review of the game. But according to the reviewer, Star Wars Drive is and this is PC Gamer, is 17 hours long or a little less if you're making a beeline for the end.
Okay.
But that said, there's plenty of stuff
So
left.
here's the
for you to
thing.
discover in
Here's the
100
thing.
to
Here's the thing.
100%.
Here's the thing. 17 hours.
That's a short single player game.
17 hours sounds
That's a shorter
Okay,
single
what's a
player
longer
game.
one? What's a longer one besides like the fucking RPGs? Because RPGs are like in their own fucking realm.
I mean, what do you mean?
Name like a long
RPGs
single
are
player.
single player games.
I know, but they're in their own realm. RPGs are usually a lot fucking longer than any other
Death
fucking
Stranding.
single player games. Okay, then how long did you say Death Stranding was? 60 plus hours?
60 hours. 60 plus hours.
That is bullshit.
It's not.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. And I'm doing the same thing, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Alright, 40 to 50 hours.
Yeah.
That sounds like long, right? But then you remember that you can put just as long into like a fucking
Yeah,
multiplayer
but-
game. And you know also, did you forget what the fucking reviews said about Death Stranding? How fucking boring it was.
It's that. First of all, did you forget how I mentioned that some people thought it was boring and some people thought it was the best?
Okay.
That's called personal opinion.
Okay, that's personal opinion. My personal opinion is
You-
40 to 50 hours is still.
You think that
Listen,
Death
no, shut up
Stranding
for a
would be the
second.
boringest
Shut up for a
game
second.
ever.
Shut up for a second.
You didn't even
No.
let me talk.
Okay,
You
listen.
didn't let me speak.
Listen,
You
listen.
have to give me that.
Listen, you gotta
You didn't let me talk.
you gotta give me this. You gotta give me this. Most multiplayer games you can log thousands of hours into. 40 to 50 hours, hell, even 60 hours isn't shit compared to thousands of hours you put into a multiplayer game. And get your money's worth. You may continue.
You just said you haven't even booted up Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
What about and what's that have to do with anything?
That's a multiplayer game that has no single player.
COD
whatsoever.
is fucking
You haven't
ass.
even-
Fucking Black Ops 4 is ass. Suck my dick.
You just mentioned you like it how COD has multiplayer and single player and everything, but then you don't
Black
even
Ops
boot up
actually
the
Black
game.
Ops 4 smartass doesn't have single player.
I know, smartass.
So what's your point? I don't get your point.
It's a multiplayer game and you
Okay.
haven't even booted it up.
Because it's Call of Duty. I didn't boot it up. I don't have room on my PS4 for it. I don't want to play the damn game now.
Okay, then what's
Listen,
it?
Jonathan, you're like
besides
no.
Rainbow Six
Listen.
Siege?
You're literally saying because I don't like one multiplayer game, all my arguments are invalid. You know,
I didn't say
if that was the case, you know, me liking a few single player games, my argument would be invalid. I like a few single player games. I would willingly play their single player games, but overall, my majority is multiplayer because I like their playability factor and how long you can play into it without getting
Okay.
bored to death.
If I play single player, if I continue to play multiplayer games just for eternity, I get so bored easily. I get bored of the same thing over and over and over and over, unless it's with your friends, which basically is not the game. It's your friends that are entertaining you.
Isn't it the same thing for single player games?
No, because single player games
What's
have
different
story.
about a single player game? Okay, Jonathan,
Because
how
single
about
player,
this? How about
because
this?
you play, you just asked me a question. I'm
How-
answering it, Josh. You can't ask me a different question
Alright.
to try to better your argument.
All right, continue, and then I'll ask you the other question I was gonna ask you.
Okay, with a single player game, you have a story that progresses, and you see progression. You're not just going into the same 10 maps over and over and over and doing the same thing. Now maybe the people are different, but guess what? It's the same game. The game is the same. It's the people that make it different.
Now, what about this? What happens when you finish a single player game? What happens then?
You can do many things. Like I still boot up God of War, which I finished, and just fuck around.
I don't find that entertaining. You can, but I don't. See,
I mean-
I like to progress. You know, like when you finish a Legend of Zelda game, it's weird to go back into it knowing you already beat it. You know what I mean? I would
Okay.
prefer to reset something.
Then
And you know the only
then you can just click the new game.
Yeah, okay, but I already know everything that happens, and it's just something I want to rush through. And then I'm mentioning speedrunning right now. The only
Well, no,
real
I mean, you can skip
this is my opinion. The only real replayability factor for a single player game, once you beat the main story, the actual story,
is
and
when you
and
for is
and
when you forget
can I
about the
finish?
story.
Can I finish? Jesus Christ!
What?
When you
You keep
beat
saying
the
the same
game, you
thing.
get everything 100%. The main thing I would come back for is speedrunning the game. And I think that's the main thing single player games actually have for them is that you can speed run them. That's actually quite popular among the community, and you just you can get the game quickest, and it's cool because it's like a world record thing, and that's pretty much the only way I'd really replay a single player game
Hey Josh.
often. What's up?
Hey Josh.
What's up?
What about modding? Minecraft's a single player game. I play Minecraft.
is different. Okay, listen.
Don't.
No. Listen,
Minecraft is a single-player
listen. I
game.
said RPGs don't count. That's technically an RPG.
Minecraft is not an
Oh
RPG.
bullshit! Minecraft's an RPG. Hold on.
Is
Minecraft a RPG? Minecraft RPG.
No, a Minecraft RPG is coming next year.
Listen, shut up. Listen, Minecraft does not count. Open
don't
world
say
games do
yes.
not count. Minecraft is its own thing. Minecraft doesn't even have a story, so you can't mention Minecraft.
does.
No, it
Yes, it
doesn't.
does.
Well, you spawn
it
and you
does.
kill the Ender Dragon. Bullshit.
No.
Bullshit.
Have you heard Matt Pat's game series on Minecraft
Oh
story?
my god, piss off. I just don't like. There's a
They have
there's
books.
there's a woman in Minecraft's armor costume. Oh my god.
There's a Minecraft
when your
book.
bay is worth diamonds. Okay, listen. Jonathan.
There's Minecraft books.
Minecraft does not count. Minecraft
Don't.
an open world sandbox like Minecraft does not count. Okay, single player games and story. I think we should mention, right? Single player games and story mode games are a different entity. Single player games are part of story mode games, but just because a game is single player does not mean it's necessarily a story mode game.
I didn't. But we're
I know,
not. We're not doing
I know.
Multiplayer
I know,
versus
I know.
story mode
But
games.
most of the
we're doing multiplayer
most of the
versus single player
arguments are towards story mode games, story games. You know.
No.
The most of the arguments I was making was for story mode games. Single player games
mention-
is on the right. Now listen, if you're talking like sandbox is sandbox. You can do what the hell you want. But if most single player games are story based.
RPG. Go.
Or RPGs, whatever. I said
That's a single player game. That's a
I
an
said
RPG is a single
RPGs.
player game.
I said RPGs didn't
cannot-
count. I said
Okay, then I could say first person shooters don't count.
okay, it's still a multiplayer game. It's still the concept of
And
a multiplayer
RPGs
game.
are still single
It's
player
still
games.
Yes, but RPGs are typically longer than your typical single player game.
No.
Yes, there's so much. Have you ever played Breath of the Wild?
I don't have
There's
so much-
120 shrines. You know,
Okay.
and then there's like the Elder Scroll games and shit to have like a bajillion side quests you can do. Like, come on, dude. It's
You
it's
can't-
a different entity. A story mode game is literally just you go through the levels and that's
We're
it.
not talking about story mode games. We're talking
Okay,
about
but the main
single-player
argument I
games.
was saying was for story mode games.
Okay, then
Single
now
player
make
games
an
and
argument for RPGs.
there's no argument for RPGs because RPGs
Okay, there
I
you
would
go.
rather
There
have
you
an
go.
RPG than just a straight story mode single player game.
There you go. So you'd rather have an RPG, which is a single player game, but you don't like. Okay, so really, it shouldn't be. You don't single player games. You don't like story mode
To
games.
be honest, I'm not into RPGs, but that's not the point. And technically, Minecraft is also a multiplayer game because you can play on servers. You idiot. So
They're
technically,
literally
it's not
called
just a
single
single player game.
player.
I know,
In the
but
video game,
no
there's
shit.
called a single player mode.
Okay, but listen, COD has the same thing, smart one. It's like calling COD a single player game. It's a
COD is a
hybrid.
single player and
Minecraft is also a single player and multiplayer game. It's also multiplayer. Dude, you think I would play Minecraft if it was just single player all the time? Like I
You
get
do.
bored. I do it on stream, but I haven't gotten that far into it when I've gotten bored. Like
I
I
play a lot
guarantee
of-
you, after 20 episodes, I'm
mods.
not gonna do it anymore. Mods are fun. Mods make everything fun. That's not gonna lie, and that's something both have going for it. Mods make it funner. That's how you can
With
replay a single player
multiplayer
game.
games. With
Well,
multiplayer
that
games,
too.
mods make it funner.
Both
We
both
already
games.
discussed this, Josh.
Both routes, Jonathan. Both routes.
No.
Shut up.
No.
You know I'm right.
No,
You know I'm right.
that's not how it works. Mods don't make it fun in multiplayer games.
Anyway, listen. There's a lot of ways to spice up a single player game, but you know, a traditional single player, I prefer multiplayer over. Um, doesn't mean I hate them. Just means I want get started. Okay. So
I like single player games with okay, I cannot play single player games by themselves because there's not enough single player games to bring me through the entire year. Now, if there was a single player game like every 2-3 weeks, then I'd be set because I've been playing Jedi Fallen Order all this week and I'm almost done. But guess what? Guess what?
what,
I don't
Jonathan?
play. I don't play. Like I get bored of if I cannot play one multiplayer game set. Like I cannot just play one multiplayer game because it gets too repetitive. You'll do the same thing too much. Now, if you have a combination of multiplayer games, so let's say you have Rainbow Six Siege, GTA 5, what else? Even just Rainbow Six Siege and GTA 5, and you just alternate back and forth between those two. You're never going to be great at one, but you'll have fun because you're not. It's not the same cycle. It's not the same gameplay loop.
Can I mention my last argument against single player games?
What?
The price. So I remember back in the day, I used to be just like you. I used to love single solo games, whatever the fuck, on my PS3. I literally have a lot more PS3 games than I do PS4 because of that exact reason. But it costs a lot more to keep buying single player games over and over again. Multiplayer games you get more out of because you know you buy a few and that's it. Single player games you buy a bajillion as they come out. And I guess that's why I like multiplayer games because it's more playable and all the other jazz.
For me, just because we all know I'm a nerd. I'm the nerd in the nerd dude. You're the dude and I'm the nerd.
Continue.
And I love single player games just for the art, and I feel like you can get the creator's visions more with a single player game than you can with a multiplayer game. And this is a single player game that's
to an
good.
extent. I agree to an extent. It just depends. It
this
depends
isn't
about
like-
it depends about the company and like
This
yeah.
isn't like I said. This isn't. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all single player games are good because I can guarantee you there's a lot of single player games that are not good. But just like how there's a lot of multiplayer games that are not good, it's the developer, and I think the developer has more of a factor in a multiplayer game than a single player game, and I think the creator has a big
But
factor in
the
the single player game than the multiplayer game.
The single player games they're either cash grabs or they're not. The not hopefully is the better one. A lot of times single player games there's not any DLC. There's not anything extra to buy. Multiplayer games they force that then you.
No,
throw.
there is.
Not all the time, but multiplayer games are more
I
bad
mean-
at it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, when there's, let's just put it this way: when there's extra things to buy in a single player game, you know you're gonna get it's gonna be worth
There's a
your
single player
price.
DLC. There's extra shit to play, like Breath of the Wild. Boom, right there.
Yeah,
Like you know,
there's
like some of
DLC. There's
Fallout games and shit like
DLC with multiplayer games. It's not DLC. It's loot boxes and microtransactions.
or just you know skins and how everything looks.
microtransactions.
Anyway, we
Single
think,
player games have bigger, maybe more expensive expansions, while multiplayer games have most of the time have smaller microtransaction things that a developer can just keep pumping out.
I agree
And that's
almost.
the
No,
multiplayer
they're
game is
they're
a
usually about the
corporation
same
game.
price. They're usually about the same price to be fair, but overall you'll be spending less on the single player DLC.
Yeah. Overall, you're spending let's just put it this way. If you really wanted to, you could be spending $60 on a multiplayer game and you'll be fine. But most people don't spend $60 just on the multiplayer game and that's it. Most of the time you spend microtransactions and things like that. Now, with a single player game, if there's an expansion, you have a decision. Do I want to buy the expansion and continue the story forward? Do I feel like I don't even need an expansion for the story? I want to wait until the next one comes out because I really like the main story and the main story quests. and things like that. So, and I feel like what we can do is it's something that we have to. Single player games and multiplayer games aren't just A and B and they can't work together, because they can. I play both single player and multiplayer games. Now, most of the time I'll play single player games all the way through, and I won't even play multiplayer games. Like, I won't, in that time frame, I won't play a multiplayer game.
If you'd have many people to play with, multiplayer games lose their charm.
The gameplay retention, I feel like a single player game holds the attention of the gamer more than a multiplayer game. Now, the multiplayer game may have a lot more longevity in terms of the speed that it's going, but a single player game does definitely hold the person playing longer versus the multiplayer. And I think that's why you can see a lot of times when the single player game does really good, people love it, because when it's doing really good, that means people are going to play it until they cannot play anymore and it's done. Like, until the game ends. And with a multiplayer game, there is no ending most of the time. Now, we can discuss this if you want, but I think we should leave that for another podcast. But multiplayer games will have an end at some point, and that will be when the servers shut down. With a single player game, you can play it as long as you want. You can
the servers usually don't shut down. That's the thing. They usually stay up. There's a lot of, some of them have, but they literally have to do really fucking bad for the servers to shut down. Like Evolve, but like MW2 servers and shut us up to this day. So the game has to be doing really bad. Like, they don't make any money from the game.
No, at like I said, I'm not saying in the next 10 years that whatever the multiplayer game that came out now will be out.
Yes.
But not theoretically, it will. There is a definite end where the developer will say, we're spending too much money and we're not getting enough money back. And they will shut down the server.
Here's the thing. Games like Modern Warfare 2 don't make money anymore. But they still have the servers. And
okay,
but listen.
We can discuss this for another podcast.
The servers are really shite. So it kind of shows.
Right. Because they're not updating.
But they're still making money, that doesn't matter. Anyway, we're editing it. So make sure you guys.
I think we'll talk about the team trees real quick. Just give you a quick update on
make sure you guys save the trees. We have currently 16,022,352 trees out of 20 million.
So we're getting there.
We are like 4 million away. Like, holy shit. And guys, this ends January 1st, 2020. We have still a whole month.
Yep.
And this literally, there's so many good effects about this. There's so many good things that will happen.
Yeah, we're 60% of the way.
So, 60% of the way.
Or 80%.
That's better, I guess. I don't know.
It is, because
anyway,
I just saw.
Jonathan, plug your shit.
So I have on Twitter, it's at JRG721, real original. And, this is even more original. My Instagram is real_JRG721. And both of them, you can contact me if you want tech support. Discord's the same way. We have a channel in there for me. And if you need anything, you can DM me too on Discord.
Right.
It's JRG721 on
my
Discord.
Instagram is gonna be the Nerddude IG. I don't know if it's gonna be in Nightbot, but it's gonna be the link in the description of this video. The Nerddude IG, the server is gonna be in the description too. Also, you can type /plugs in chat if you guys want that. And also, the Spotify playlist, check that out to add music to this for the stream. It's not much on it yet, but when we get a lot, we'll do that. And lastly, YouTube and Twitch, the Nerddude Live obviously on Twitch, and the Nerddude on YouTube. Make sure you guys check all those out. Thank you guys for participating in the stream. This is gonna hopefully be out on YouTube tomorrow or in the next coming few days. Hope you guys do enjoy this video /stream, and make sure you guys check me on the respective channels and Jonathan as well. Thank you guys for
Yep.
watching and supporting us. And make sure to sub a like if you guys do like the podcast. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.